At the beginning of January 2026, the United States was shaken by a serious incident that occurred in the city of Minneapolis, Minnesota, where a 37-year-old woman, Renee Nicole Good, an American citizen, was shot and killed by an agent of the federal agency U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, during a law enforcement operation. The case quickly drew national and international attention, triggering protests, political controversy, and intense legal debates regarding the use of lethal force by federal agents. The incident took place on the morning of January 7, 2026, in a residential neighborhood in southern Minneapolis. According to information confirmed by authorities and major U.S. media outlets, ICE agents were conducting an operation to locate a person targeted in an immigration-related case. In that context, they encountered Renee Good, who was inside a vehicle together with her spouse. Although the woman was not the person sought and was a U.S. citizen, the situation escalated rapidly. Video footage later released to the public, including a recording made by one of the ICE agents involved, shows a relatively calm discussion in the initial moments. The victim's spouse can be heard explaining that they are American citizens and asking for clarification. At a certain point, agents ordered Renee Good to exit the vehicle. She instead started the car and attempted to move forward at a low speed. At that moment, an ICE agent opened fire on the vehicle, discharging multiple rounds. The bullets struck Renee Good fatally, and the vehicle came to a stop after colliding with another car nearby. Renee Good was removed from the vehicle by emergency medical personnel and transported to hospital, where she was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. She was the mother of 3 children and was known in her community as a poet and cultural activist. Her death sparked a wave of grief and outrage, both in Minneapolis and across the United States.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased.
The official position presented by the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, stated that the ICE agent acted in self-defense, claiming that Renee Good attempted to use the vehicle as a weapon and posed a serious threat to the agents on the scene. According to DHS, the use of lethal force was justified by the existence of an immediate danger. This explanation, however, was challenged by local authorities and numerous legal and use of force experts. The mayor of Minneapolis and the leadership of the local police department publicly stated that, based on their preliminary review of the video evidence, it was not clear that there was a real threat sufficient to justify lethal force. Furthermore, several human rights organizations argued that the agent's response was disproportionate, emphasizing that the woman was unarmed and did not present an imminent danger. The case triggered large-scale protests nationwide, particularly directed against ICE. In dozens of U.S. cities, thousands of people took to the streets demanding accountability, transparency in the investigation, and reforms, or even the dismantling of the agency. Protesters accused federal authorities of aggressive enforcement practices and a lack of effective civilian oversight. The criminal investigation was taken over by the FBI, a decision that itself generated controversy. Officials in the state of Minnesota criticized the move, arguing that it limited local involvement and reduced transparency. At the same time, the victim's family announced their intention to pursue civil lawsuits against the federal government, citing unjustified use of force and violations of the right to life. The death of Renee Nicole Good quickly became a symbol of the growing tensions between communities and federal law enforcement agencies, reigniting the national debate over the limits of armed intervention, state accountability, and the protection of fundamental rights. Regardless of the final outcome of the investigation, the case remains one of the most controversial incidents in the United States at the beginning of 2026 and continues to fuel profound discussions about justice, power, and responsibility in law enforcement.
Get the out of Minneapolis.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more updates on global events and breaking news.